You know, on my website, for example, I have my resume in Google Docs. So what I do is under About, I have, you know, my resume linked in here so that when you need to get information, you just click on the link and it's going to take you straight to Google Docs. You don't have to, I don't have to worry about upgrading my website. All I have to do is upgrade Google Docs and the link in my website's updated. It's not a matter of worrying about, oh, the website has to be updated and Google Docs has to do, you know.
So you're not actually putting the information directly on your web page. You're just doing it in Google Docs.
One page.
Okay.
And if that link is somewhere else, guess what? It doesn't matter, right? Because it's all linking back to the same place. So I make Google Docs my central place for anything that's core to my business that is informational based for me. And I have in here a folder that I create.
Now when they click on your click here, what does it look like? Does it show that they're actually going to Google Docs? Or
Yeah, it does. It does. It shows if they click here,
Mm-hmm.
it opens right up into the document.
Oh, okay.
Takes them straight to it.
But they won't be able to edit it.
They can't edit it. Yeah, if you click on it, you can't do anything to it.
Okay.
But they can open it, right? And it's everywhere. It's all over the place. So it's a nice way to organize your information without having to keep going back to several places to remember. One place, make it easy. If you create a form in Google Docs, it will make a spreadsheet for that form and put the data in the spreadsheet.
We just use all standardized forms like 99.5% of the time.
Say that again for me.
We use standardized forms.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for your business. Absolutely. In zip form, for example.
Yeah, we
Sure.
don't create forms. We just fill them in. And
Sure, and that's just for the real estate side. But from a marketing perspective, let's say you have your,
I don't know what that is. Okay, that's a new angle for me. Go ahead.
yeah, like say for example, you want to
Good point.
provide your clients with
Anything.
an update on a subdivision.
Okay.
And you say, oh, you know what, I want to give them details about what's happening in a particular subdivision, and I have 2 pages of information I want to provide. But I don't want to have to worry about printing it out myself, and I don't want to have to send it out by mail. You could send out a postcard, and you could say, go to my website and click on such and such a link, and it will give you the data. You could create that data and put it on Google Docs. But what it's doing is, number one, driving them to your website to get it. And then all you've got to do is create the document in Google Docs and make it as pretty as you want it, right? And the document in itself can have links to go to other websites. It can have embedded videos. It can have a message from you. It can have anything you want on that document. Is that making sense? You can become as creative as you want because it's a live document. It's a living document. It's something that you can change as much as you want. See, with my electronic magazines, that's what I did here. I don't use these documents as ones that I send out. I create these wherever I am, but I take the data and I put them in constant contact. I write wherever I am. See, you know, this is 2008, 2009. These are things that I created a long time ago, right? Things that I wrote a long time ago. Wherever I am, I might have an idea, and I just write. But I can come back to it at any time and I can copy that information and use it again. Or if I want to link to it, I can. Is that fair? So if I want to share something, I don't have to take on the responsibility of printing everything out. If I want to share my profile, go to my website, just click on this link. If I updated it 2 days ago, I don't have to tell you I did. I just do it. It's done. And no matter where I have it linked to, it's already updated. And just think about it from your sense of a PowerPoint presentation, for example. If you did a buyer presentation, right? You could
Just at the house and click on it, yeah.
you just add it in here. See if I can find something in here to show you. Do I have anything? This is just an example, but this is what a presentation could look like. This is a presentation, right? This is old, but I'll show. This is a PowerPoint, right? You make PowerPoint presentations, and you can embed those PowerPoint presentations online. And the themes you create, the themes are here. You can create and change your themes, and you can even pull your own themes in. When they link to the presentation, this is what it looks like right here. That's the link that they see. You can embed videos from the internet. So what is YouTube? YouTube is Google, right? Well, that's a YouTube video. So I embed the YouTube video right inside it. Now all I have to do is click on the YouTube video and start it.
Just a question of time. You make a day fuck off and you can bet
Does that make sense?
rains.
They can play it.
All buried and you're still on that train. Suddenly you realize you missed the game. It's just a question of time. It's just a question of time.
It's just sitting inside the video, inside the YouTube thing. And I've got videos sitting there, you just play it. They can just play it. It's easy. That's an old one, but does that make sense, everyone? So you can create your own presentation online, put your own video in it, and you can embed that in your website. You see right here it says file. It says publish to the web. You can publish it to the web. They've got it all figured out for you. Or you can just take the link and use the link and put the link on the internet. But what happens when you put the link on the internet? Oh, I've got a slide to add. No problem. You don't have to change the website. You're only changing this. It makes your life easy because it's cloud. Is this making sense? Somewhat. So, what do you think about Google Docs? And by the way, you'll notice there's no save button on it, right? Once you start a document in here, you just hit create. You go down to document. And you're in, right? This is where you do the title. Title goes right here, okay? You click over here to start the new title, and you just name the new document here, okay? You type in the name of the document, you select OK, and it'll have a name. And as you type, it's saving every stroke. You can, and this is a Word file, for example, you can insert images, links. You can insert, if you know advanced equations, they even have inserting equations. They've got equations here that you can pull in. These are math operations. You can insert comments. You can use formatting. Okay, so it's word processing. So like I said, this is what my son did in school. This is all he used for school. He did everything here. Send it off to his professors as a PDF file. From Google Docs. I mean, from Gmail. Any questions for anyone? So you're every day using, doing your transactions, communicating with your clients and stuff. Well, what are you going to use these things for? You use them for marketing. You use it to link to, put them on websites. You might want to take a link like this. For example, when I'm in my marketing, when I click on my consulting services, this is a long link that I have here. Well, I made a short link for it out of Bitly, so that I would put this on an email because it's more palatable. I made a Bitly link out of it instead. Bitly is a website that you might want to go ahead and sign up for. It's called bitly.com. And what that does, it allows you to truncate website addresses. It takes long website addresses and it makes them into short website addresses. So for example, a long website address like this one right here, this long one, right?
Yeah, it's like
It takes that and it makes it into this tiny one right there. So, and then you can measure how many hits you're getting on those links. It'll tell you where the links are, where they're coming from. I have a lot of examples. I'm trying to find one that has some hits on it. Got a lot. Okay, so let's say I'm doing this one here. You can look at the statistics and see where the hits are coming from. It'll tell you where they're coming from. So like this is telling me they're coming from Facebook and they're coming from Twitter. It'll tell you how effective the hits are when you Bitly them. So what do y'all think? It's been helpful today?
A lot of information. Yeah.
Well, just choose one out of all this, maybe two at the most, and see, which of the two sticks out for you, and whichever what you think works, and you try to develop something with it. Any comments about anything? Any questions? The main thing about Google Voice, though, is that you'll lose it if you don't use it. So if you've signed up with Google Voice, make sure you write down that number, your access information to it. It's google.com/voice. Use it. If you're going to set up one, use the number, but don't waste it because there's somebody else out there that wants the number.
Yeah, I wanted you to look at mine and see if I've lost it somehow. I had my son.
think we can
set
turn
some
it off
stuff
now.
up and I never go use it.
Okay.
So I want to see it.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.